some people come on. Because we never really expect it to go live as yet. Nonetheless, we're live. Alright, so big up to all the mothers, you know, the persons them who, as you know, and everybody, and every female will have kids, a good mother. So big up to a good mother them. Just like we have some bad fathers, you have some bad mothers too. So big up the one them where really do the job as a mother in terms of do the best for them youth. Big up on yourself on a day like today. And I say it should be a case where we only put emphasis on mothers, you know what I mean? Because in our country like Jamaica, we have so much single mothers, and I can tell you, as a youth where grew up with a single mother, I can tell you it was never easy. You know what I mean? It was never easy, even though, you know, stepfather was always there, but you don't know the fact that your biological father never did it. It's a case where I don't even know how to explain it, honestly, but I would consider my mother was a single mother based upon the fact how hard she worked and the dedication which she put in making sure so we're good. So big up all of the mother them who a single mother. You know what I say? Big up all the mother them who are a single mother too. As long as you make sure say you alright. You know what I say? Big up yourself on a day like today. This live is not so much about, you know, it's not so much about, it's not, I would say it's not so much about, but it's not only about just the mothers today. You know, I want to talk to you about a few little things because it's been a while since I not really run a live. You know what I mean? Since a good while now, I not really do a live and talk to my audience. You know what I mean? And I think today is the right day for really talk to you and, you know, just showing the fullness of what I want. Right now, we in our little binder, if that's the right word. And I've said this so many times that because we film every single day and these cameras, they might get such a beating as it pertains to filming someone, so I mean like every single day, and not only that every day but long hours, them tend to give problems. So unfortunately I sent up one, I think December, and I just get it back sometime last week, and unfortunately when we get it back it no fix. So I have to actually send it back to the manufacturer. I have to send it back to the manufacturer. And also on next one I did have start act up wherein the LCD screen start your problem, the card slot start your problem. It's like all around problem with it. So I had to send back the 2 cameras, and in our arsenal a 3 camera we have. So we gone down to having only 1 video camera. I have a photo camera, but we are gone down to only having 1 video camera. You know, we have to make this content. So right now, we have to try to muscle up by now and the end of the month to get back a brand new camera. Even though I send them and get them fixed, but I muscle up to get a brand new one, because I always feel like we should never we should never allow myself to go down to not having enough equipment for doing what I do. So right now we are trying to get back some cameras, you know, trying to get back enough. Maxine, me no remember, you know. Me no remember. Maxine, me no know. No, but condolence goes out to you and your family. Maybe me know or me no know. But as I say now, we're trying to get back a camera, and if we can get 2, we'll try work on it. So that's the aim right now as it pertains to So that's the thing, you know. So I try to get back some equipment, you know, man. Me feel restless and down when me not have all of my equipment them me feel use. Alton supposed to get a new camera but it not reach it. So there's a whole heap of little things that go on, man. We have a black magic where we are trying to sell. So if anybody out there want a camera, we do have a black magic selling. You know what I mean? If anybody interested, we have a black magic selling. You know, I'm gonna put it out. Because you don't know, we always a try upgrade and we always a try. We are try to put ourselves in our own position. If you have the right to thing them, but we have some big things coming, man. But you know, everything just take time, little by little. But we definitely I try to get back some cameras, you know. That's the whole push forward, you know. So alright, so the black magic, if somebody want it, with the lens and the camera, may I sell it for around anywhere around 16 to 1700 US. That may I sell it for. The lens is a bit expensive, you know, but may I be reasonable. If may I sell it as probably $1,600 to $1,700 if person's interested. Alright, let me explain something to people because I love to talk to people and make them understand something. A lot of people been asked to part 2, and this is the thing where people need to understand how, especially how Richard Brown work. Very rare me do part 2. I'm not one of those persons who love to do a part 2. I just feel like when I move it done, me move on to something else. And this is something I find whenever you make part 2, it don't do as well as part 1. And I, for one, don't want to waste my time create a content and then I don't feel like it do good. Because it not gonna make no sense. So that's why one of the main reasons why you see me do a movie, you see me actually bring the movie to a close and a conclusion, meaning that I don't necessarily intend to do a part 2. And for the better part, especially since I start doing my writing, and because you know Curious used to do the writing, especially me start doing my writing, I always make sure me bring my movie them to a close. And I barely save the movie for do a part 2 because a lot of times a lot of things change. People may not have people available, and as I said, part 2 most time not do well as part 1. So I'm not really interested to go on part 2 unless me I work on a series where me know is a couple episodes well. But for me personally, me just do a movie and me move on. So me not necessarily work on part 2. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, Fabian, that's the mission. We almost, I can guarantee you by the end of, we are move, you know, me and now we soon head to June. We can bet you by the end of June, we are got there. We are got there 30,000 sub, June. And by the end of December, I feel like by the end of by the end of the year, I feel like we can get to 260,000 subs. You know, that's the mission. We feel like at least even 250. We feel so. Yeah, so that's the mission. As I said, we are trying to grab some new cameras by now at the end of the month. So if there are persons who actually want to contribute towards it, you guys can reach out to me on Instagram. You know, send where you can send come. We put towards it and grab enough cameras. You know, because going into next year, we want to be fully equipped. You know what I mean? We have good mic, we have good lights, you know, audio good. It just, we need back some camera in our arsenal, you know. So that's the whole vision. Alright, so I'm not be there too long because I want to see if I can do a little filming, and later on I have some shots you will catch for an advertisement or something like that. You know, so we kind of mix a little bit of enjoying the Mother's Day vibe, and also we get some scenery in a set this year. So that's a good vibe. Big up to everybody that has always been supporting what we do. I do appreciate the love and support that you guys show us. You know, at times, and you know, funny enough, before me leave, me and Vassal will reason, and I said to Vassal, say, you know, so me read all I comments them on the video them, and I asked the Vassal, say, you know, me not tend to read the comments them because, yes, it's good to read comments in the sense that it can show you where you are, and it can also help you motivate you to get you going. But also can be a big demotivator. And the reason why I say that is sometimes you see some comment and you really have to wonder yourself. So you know, say some of them people are nonsense. It might sound harsh, but I truth. Like, me read one comment where say, oh, the last movie we post, somebody comment and say, oh, Richard Brown, please don't make any more of these movies. Like that are the movie name, Love and War. Is that name? I think so. Love and War, the person say, oh, Richard Brown, please do not make any more of these movies because you are putting ideas in the police and bad man in the head. And like I say, really? That person really sit down and write one stupidness like this? Think about it. Me, I put ideas in the police and a bad man in head. Like really? People have to understand, say, art imitate life. And what I mean by that is, how you see happen out in the world, and that you have to use in your head and create one movie. These ideas don't come out of thin air. Are based upon experience, based upon things that I've seen, that I've witnessed, that I've heard. These are the things that give me idea and make me make movie. So when me like come up with one idea and say, okay, police corrupt, or me come up and say man a kill woman for whatever reason. So these ideas are not ideas where me just come up with. These are ideas when I see things when I see out in the world and I just make something from that. You know what I mean? And every movie I make is always, there's always a lesson in there. You know what I mean? There's always a lesson. Big up yourself, Papa, we're there, man, we're there. So really and truly, I don't read all the comments them, because if you sometimes you read the comments them, you all get disheartened. And you all get really, it all make you just feel that way like the way you don't make no sense. So I tend to not pay a lot of these comments mind. I prefer to not read them. You know what I mean? I prefer don't read them. You know what I mean? I prefer to don't read them because some of my comments them they're really disgusting and sometimes they really throw you off. And I don't think sometimes I come from some smart, sensible people. You know what I mean? Yeah man, sometimes you have to, yeah, you're right, no Fabian, but sometimes you have to explain to them and make them understand because I feel like some of them don't understand. And it even go back to even yesterday somebody called me and asked me say, if me not make Bad Granny Part 5, and I said to the person say, do you really watch the channel? I say, yeah man, watch the channel. I say, let me explain. You have a whole lot of people who are the movies. You have Popeye, you have Fire, that are Jamie Wood, you have Maggie Films, you have Coloring Book TV, you have Toga, you have Public, you have Alton, you have so many people who make content. So when you are watching movie them, look at the beginning of the movie them, man. Read. Look, you will see the logo Richard Brown Films, or you will see Paradise Nation. You will see people talk at the beginning of the movie. You just have to just know the channels are different. You know what I say? You can't confuse every channel and just feel like say, oh, all the channels them are Richard Brown Films, or all of them are Jamie Wood, or all of them are Popeye. You know what I mean? You have to differentiate the different channels and know who is who. You know what I mean? You have to do that. And the reason why me also say you have to differentiate them. For example, what if one day somebody watch a movie do something wrong You can't go say, oh, Richard Brown Films do something wrong. You have to can differentiate the channel then. You know what I mean? You have to can differentiate the channel then. And me saying that, it's no pun intended. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to act like me above everybody or my thing upon one different level. You know, me just I said that as it pertains to say, yo, here what? You have to can differentiate the channel then. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So big up on yourself and continue to show love and support. And as I say, big up to everybody on the Mother's Day. Yeah? I hope you full joy on yourself. My mother passed and gone, so you know there is not much me can do for Mother's Day. You know, I would love to go and paint her grave and thing, but I don't know, I'm not one of them person who should I put this? I don't even like visit her grave. To be honest, it's so painful. Like it's one of the hardest things for me. It's to really go her grave. So I tend to, you know, if you don't even visit her grave. You know what I say? I don't even like visit her grave. The way that's how painful it is, and it brings back too much memory. So I just try to keep it going and not even. Yeah, you know the feeling, Popeye. Like I really try to not visit my mother's grave because it was painful, bro. I swear to God, like my brother there saying, if we get somebody paint the grave today and and maybe buy some rum or whatever. Like me literally can't muster up that courage to do it. Like me don't even just I mean in my mind, me probably just pretend like she's still alive. So me know that little vibe there, man. Honestly, it's one of the most. Like me tell somebody say the day I'm not an emotional person, but when my mother passed away, and me hold it. The day of the funeral, me just break down, man. It was one of the most painful feeling I ever felt. Like I felt like somebody ripped my soul out. That's how me feel. And I feel like even though people tell us say, oh, you will get over losing somebody, me never ever think that's something that's possible. You can't get over losing somebody. You keep on living. That's what you do. You keep it going. But it's not something that you get over. You know, if the pain become less painful, but it's not something that you can get over. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I don't know, but anyway, yeah. You know, you tell people that you don't get over losing people, man. You move on and live your life, but you don't get over it. Now, there are certain heartbreaks that you don't get over. Like relationship breakup and them things that, yeah, you get over it and it's not as painful as it was before. But losing somebody, that's not something that you get over. It's something that you live with. But big up on yourself, continue to show love and support. We do appreciate everybody who always tune in on the channel and just give a 2 cents whether it might be a good comment or it might just be the sense that you just support, because you do have people who really reach out to me now and then and send a little contribution, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Me really, it's not, if the contribution them not come as often as I hope they would, but when they do come, we appreciate them, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand what we do. And me never say it like that. Just, a lot of people don't understand the amount of effort and work that it takes to do what we do as it pertains to create this content, edit them, put them out, and just keep what we're doing going. Like, me I'll turn the camera and show you something. Alright, so our apartment, listen up. It's this year I make 3 years with that. And since here me afford to can put in one couch. See stove over there, so I do one bigger stove, didn't stop work. I'm going to buy one like a 2-burner. So right now my plan say by now in summer I will change the stove and put in back one bigger stove. You know what I mean? Maybe change the fridge, I don't know yet, but I definitely will change the stove and I think I want to put in one little center table right in the middle there, so I want a little dinner table. You know, so that's definitely what we have planned for the apartment, because you know we have to take time get it together. Rough, but we still are going and we still are get it together, man. But as me say, we are going to do some work. Other day I buy, see them over there, so other day I buy some extra light stand. You know, I have 2 nice tripods, I buy 2 light stand. You know what I mean? So we take time to do it thing, man, and by the grace of God, we getting there, we have to give thanks, man. Yeah, man. Give thanks. So as I say, we just go and do what we are do, and we are going to put in some work, man, and by the grace of God, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. One other thing before I come out for the live, I'm going to put to you guys, we have almost 50 people on the live. Alright, I'm going to put these 3 people on the live. I talked to one of my brethren other day, and one of the things we've been talking about is setting up a streaming platform. I made an attempt to set up Richard Brown Films' website, but so I am going to set up a official streaming platform, so therefore I can funnel some of my work through the streaming platform and have you the viewers. I am thinking that I would want to charge at least $10 US as a starting point. And $10 US is what, 1,500 Jamaican dollars. So if I can have at least 10,000 people paying $10 US to go on the channel and watch it. For now, I would not put exclusive content as yet on the streaming platform. But what I would put is all these movies that are on YouTube, they will be available over there, and there is no ads. I'll put no ads in them. So therefore, you will be able to watch it on the streaming platform non-interrupted, without ads. You know what I mean? That's the vision that I have for now. $10 per month. No ads. You can watch any amount of content on it without ads. And then the idea and the vision towards having the website is when I do have enough subscribers, then what we will do now is start putting exclusive content over there. You know what I mean? Content that won't be available on YouTube. Like, for example, if I do decide to work on a series, you know what I mean, it will be available over there where you can watch it on the streaming platform, and it won't be available on YouTube. That's the general idea. And then as soon as we have other content creators who can make clean, good content, then, and we have enough subscribers, then we can also have other people putting their work on the streaming platform. So that's the idea. Going forward, we want to set up a streaming platform and have you guys you guys supporting it. You see it? So big up on yourself, continue to show love and support while we continue to do what we do and make the best of what we have. And as I say, if any of you on the live want to contribute towards buying some more cameras Please feel free to link me up on IG, Richard Brown Films, and tell me how you guys want to contribute towards what we do. So big up on yourself, as I say, big up to all of the good mother them and the mothers there. And even though you have to say big up to mother, sometimes you have some father, you have them about mother and father. Big up on yourself. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself.